Yeah. Mm. Hells to the yeah. Okay, so this is just a Sapporo. I don't mean to say just a Sapporo. I just, I feel like I try to have sort of like funky, sort of microbrewery beers for these videos. But I have to tell you, I went to a sushi restaurant in Astoria the other day. It was phenomenal. And I just had the coldest, the iciest Sapporo. And my God, it hit the spot. So you best believe I marched myself over to a bodega and I got my own. Oh, and it's so frosty. Like the glass is so frosty that these little like chips of ice that are forming on the top. There is something very, very powerful and very important about having a frosty glass and a super chilled beer. I feel very passionate about it. I'm telling you, just take that extra 15 minutes to just throw your beer in the freezer. You will be a happy camper. Okay, so we're actually doing a monthly favorites. And I say that because last month I just did not get to it. So this is my March favorites and fails. If you don't know and you live under an actual rock, the Sephora sale is going on right now. And a couple of the things I'm going to talk about are available at Sephora, but there are a lot of things that are not. As always, I'm going to link everything I talk about down below in the description box, as well as what I'm wearing on my face today. And as I move along, I will tell you what I have on my face. And something else I really quickly want to touch on before we get into this, I feel like it's very relevant to this type of video. I don't get these type of comments a lot, but I do get them periodically, and they go a little something like, but I thought you said this product was your favorite at one point, or I thought you said you liked this at one time and now you don't. Like that type of comment. I have so many favorites. You know what I mean? Like if you can imagine how much shit, how much product we have as beauty YouTubers, it's endless. So just because I talk about one favorite over here and I've talked about other favorites at another time doesn't negate any of those favorites. And also, I definitely have tried things on camera, like first impression, second impression, thought I loved it, and then basically realized that I hated it when I kept on using it. And there's actually an example of that at the end of this video. Just like, yeah, don't leave those comments. There's just no need. Okay, let's dive into the products. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have any foundations. I really don't have any complexion products except for a bronzer. But I do want to mention the foundation I'm wearing right now. It's the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. Guys, this really just can't do anything wrong. I mean, I love so many foundations, but I do have to say that some of them only play well on certain days. Some of them only play well with certain primers. This plays well with every damn thing. I just love this foundation so much. It really does make my face look as flawless as it can. Okay, so moving on to bronzer, and I cannot shut the hell up about this bronzer. This is the Say Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer. I am wearing this on my face today. I also always like to point out when I have the body sauce on, which is going to be quite often, but I do have that on my neck and chest just to make sure everything looks really cohesive. I actually blended this with a beauty blender today. I have been using a brush up until now, and I have to say I like the blend on it even better with the beauty blender because I just feel like I have a little bit more control, and it just gives you that airbrushed perfected look, and it blends out even better. So I really, really love using a sponge with this. Places where I have it on are on my jawline, my cheek, and also up into my temple and my forehead and my nose. It doesn't look orangey. It really is, for me, just a perfect bronzer shade. So moving on to a liquid blush. And again, this is the brand Say, love and Say, they're nailing it to the ground. This is a new shade in their Dew Blush. It is called Chili, and it is what I have on my cheeks today. This is all I have on my cheeks. I know sometimes I like mix blushes and I do a different powder blush on top. No. So what you are seeing right now is just Chili by itself. And this is a gel serum formula. This is very, very easy to blend. I love it for that reason. Another great way to apply this is to do what I just done. So basically like apply this to the back of your hand, blend it out with the warmth of your finger, and then you can go in with your finger and pat it in, and you get just a really, really nice, natural, immediate blend. Oh, wow, so good. M freaking Cosmetics. I cannot believe how many incredible blushes they came out with. I feel like in the span of basically a month, maybe a month and a half. Here are the blushes in the pan, okay? So you've got Baroque, which is the lighter shade. You've got Rococo, which is the deeper shade. I love them both. They literally, any of these blushes, I don't care what shade you use, gives you this beautiful blurred airbrush radiance to your cheeks. It is just, honest to God, I'm angry. Okay, so these are the two shades, and I have to say these swatches aren't really very helpful and just don't do these blushes justice, but I did want you to see the difference between the two shades. And then I have to show you this. It's a little torturous at this time. I'm so sorry, thoughts and prayers, only because this isn't available currently. It's sold out, but this is their new Heirloom Collection blush. They came out with two. I got the shade Cherub, which is stunning pink with gold reflex, and I've worn this twice, and of course, I'm absolutely in love with it. I also am in love with the packaging. Like, look at that adorable little glistening gold angel on the packaging. I did write to M Cosmetics and ask if this was going to be restocked, and they said that they're hopeful sometime in the next couple months. So obviously, like, I'll keep you in the know, but if you do get a chance to get this, I highly recommend it, and I am going to swatch it on my arm for you so you can see it. And that is the swatch right there. Like, just a beautiful springtime blush. It's not like super intense, so it's really, really easy to work with, as is the case with all of these Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil blushes. Okay, so moving on to lips, and again with this damn masterpiece collection from M Cosmetics. So these are the lip cushions. I do have these on with a gloss over them, but I'm going to wipe my lip and I'm going to show you what each of them looks like because they are such beautiful nudes. I love these so much, and I do think they win for me in terms of this type of lip product, this type of like balmy, glossy lipstick product, because I love the packaging on these and I don't feel like the product gets all over the place. So first I'm going to show you the lighter shade, which is called Mona Lisa. You guys know I really don't love nudes, but there's something about this that I find so incredibly flattering. It's the reflect on it. I just think it's so sexy and soft and glam. Okay, so that is the shade Mona Lisa, but we're gonna get rid of her and I'm gonna show you the other shade, which is called Van Gogh. This is what Van Gogh looks like in the tube. I just think this is such a beautiful, it is nude, but it's like a terracotta nude. I just think that is so, so pretty. But I will say for my look today, I think I should have done it the other way around. I'm dumb, but I'm gonna go back to Mona Lisa because I just love that nude with what I'm wearing. It's almost like a pearly reflect. Yeah, wow, that's just like really doing it for me. And I've also kind of rediscovered the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jellies. And I believe this is the milky version of this. This is in the shade Coconut. Here's the shade swatched on my arm. When you blend it out, it really does blend out to just a beautiful, flattering, milky pink shade. And I'm gonna amp up the lip I already have and just go over it with this gloss. Maybe I'll pick up another one of these shades on the Sephora sale because I know people like lost their mind about cashew and pistachio, but these are just so juicy and I don't know why this fell to the wayside, probably because I have so many lip glosses. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is a highlighter from the brand Phytosurgence. Now, I feel like a lot of people probably haven't heard of this brand. It is a smaller brand and it is somewhat new to me. I've heard State of Cate talk about it a lot, and I've also heard Khaki Reviews Beauty talk about it a lot. Phytosurgence was kind enough to send me like a little package of some of their favorites, and I am so excited to share this product with you. This is called Spectral Shine. It comes in different shades. This, I believe, is one of the lighter shades. It's called Divine Daylight. And I am wearing this on my cheeks and up here on my temples today. And guys, if you like a beautiful, subtle, lit from within, sort of buffed, airbrushed look to your cheek highlight. I don't even know. It's just like, I cannot recommend this enough. It's a very different product because it's very, very stiff. So I'm putting my finger in it right now, and it's not like buttery or velvety or anything like that. But don't let that dissuade you, because what you want to do, whether you use your fingers or a brush, I am using their Sky Fluff brush, which is great because it's a dense blush brush, and you literally just like go to town, like aggressively, like even more than you think you should, like get in there and then just buff it into your cheeks. And like, look at that. I already have it on, but I'm putting more on because I'm extra. But look at how natural that looks. Like, it really does look like you don't know what it's coming from. My God, it is absolutely beautiful. You can also use this under your eyes. I know some people don't like radiance under their eyes, but I will say that this really brightens your under eye area as well. If you're a person who's just like loves a dewy highlighter, I cannot recommend this enough because it also sets down. So when I'm feeling my cheek right now, it's not dry, but it's absolutely not wet or tacky. It really does set down, but maintains that beautiful sort of glossy glow. It's so subtle, it's so natural, it's so beautiful. I want more people to get on the phytosurgeons train and try this product because I've never seen anything like it, actually. Okay, so I'm going to move on to some skincare, and then we're gonna get to the fails. First thing I wanna talk about is something that I actually stumbled upon because I did something naughty. I had, like, you know, a little texture here, a little comedone, or however you pronounce it. And one day I just decided I was gonna try to get it, and I shouldn't have. Of course, there was like a big gash in my face, and it was whatever. We don't have to get into details, but I just really, really regretted doing that. And I'm not a person who like really picks at my face, so I was horrified. I was like, I can't have a scar here. Like, what have I done? Did I just do like a very minimal surgery on myself? So I started looking up scar gels because I'm like, I just want to make sure this heals up really well. Went to CVS and found, I mean, I looked this up online too, and it looked legit. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. It's either Cicatricure or Cicatricure, but it's a face and body scar gel for scars that are under 1 year old. And the reason I'm talking about it is because, guys, it completely healed up whatever was happening on my cheek. If you are a person who, you know, sometimes does that, sometimes you pick at your skin, I really think you should have something like this around. It says that you're supposed to apply it 4 times a day, and I basically like really nursed that wound, and I applied this as much as I could remember to do so, and I want to say within like 2 to 3 days, it was gone. And before I had this, I was definitely struggling. I did not feel like it was healing well. I felt like it kept on opening up, and I was just really concerned. So this I'm gonna have around at all times. Okay, so this eye product is my current go-to favorite. This is the Versed Smooth Landing Advanced Retinoid Eye Balm. And you can see it is literally a balm slash salve consistency. Transfers really well to the warmth of your finger. I get a really good amount on there, and I just swipe under my eye and my lid. And guys, I'm here to tell you, this to me is a really next level eye cream. Like, when I use this, I don't notice as much hollowness as I normally do under my eyes, and I just don't notice those fine lines as much. And I've really realized, I think I'm being repetitive here, but I have realized how much I feel like having some sort of, you know, retinol in my eye cream is so important. And the price is fantastic. Like, this is not expensive. I think this is under $20. And then a new release for Glossier, this Damn Glossier After Balm. Guys, I love this so much. This is one of about 3 creams that I interchange in my skincare routine. This is such an incredibly thick, occlusive balm. Oh my gosh, it just feels so good. If you're a person who doesn't like, you know, the idea of slugging with Vaseline, you can slug with this too. I just think this is such a beautiful reparative balm. It's a great thing I love to use when maybe I feel like I've done a little bit too much exfoliation, used a product that irritated my skin. this is fantastic for that. I mean, it is a barrier repair cream. That is what it is for. Okay, we have made it to the fails. And like I said, I have two fails. The first of which is not with me anymore. I did declutter her. And that is the Milk Makeup Rise Mascara. Now, I know that I thought I loved this mascara. I tried it twice on camera and I really liked how it applied at the time. I thought it was gonna be like a go-to mascara for me. And then I kept on using it and I kind of hated it. I just really had a lot of problems with it. It was irritating my eyes. And also, while I do love volume and I do think it gave me like very fluttery lashes, I have too many mascaras that can do both. You know what I mean? And I just don't know why I wouldn't gravitate toward those. So I wasn't really a fan of that. And then the final nail in the coffin for me was I was actually getting ready to film my Sephora recommendations video and I was using that mascara, not on camera, like before I started filming. And I just had the worst debacle with it. Like, it started irritating my eyes. I think a little bit got into my eyes. Like, my entire face was done. I was like ready to film. And then my eye was fucked up and I had to basically go and wipe my brow away, my eyeshadow, my liner, my mascara, my concealer, my powder, all because of this mascara. So yeah, I just like really was on the struggle bus with that and decided to just get rid of it. And then another disappointment slash surprise. I feel like this might be a little bit of a hot take. I don't know. I haven't heard other reviews on this yet, but this is the Auric Plush Ritual Lip Balm and it only comes in one shade. It's called Bear. I bought this myself. So this was with shipping and all that stuff. It was around $40. So here's what the product looks like. And it's not a horrible fail. Like, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm definitely going to use it up. I'm just not super impressed with this compared to like my Fit Glow lip night serum or the Laneige lip mask, which is my go-to as well. Those are so fantastic and I put them on when I go to bed at night. And yeah, sometimes I do have to reapply them when I wake up, but I don't feel like my lips are like parched. This just is not doing the job for me. I just feel like those are way better and I feel like I paid a lot of money for this. I'm gonna show you what the shade looks like. I hate to take off my lip color because I'm really digging it, but I just want to show you, it is a very like sort of milky beige nude shade. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And like, I can honestly say it looks really pretty on right now. It feels really nice on. So that's why I'm saying it's not a total out and out fail. But for me, I already have lip masks that I love. This I just feel like is not as good as those. I don't feel like it's nourishing my lips as long and I don't feel like it sticks around as long. And y'all, like when you're paying close to $40 for something like this, I'm like, I don't think so. Again, it's not something I'm gonna be getting rid of. I'm definitely gonna use it up. I think this is very cute. The top pops open and there's a little jade spatula that you can apply it with. I don't really use this. I feel like this is not really that important to me. I think it's a nice idea, but again, I'm like, if this is part of what I'm paying for, I could do without it. I am just gonna go back in with that Tower 20. Oh, this is good. You can see what the Tower 20 looks like pretty much by itself. So pretty. Okay guys, so that finishes out my favorites and fails for the month of March. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, also hit the thumbs up button. I am going to link everything that I talked about today, everything that is on my face down below in the description box. You guys are the best. Please stay safe out there and cheers till next time. Bye. Yes, I finished her.